and then start watching the World Cup in a minute. Computer right beside me so I can just watch the stream myself. If it'll load. Here, let me read the comments that are being said. I am a person. Hi, what's up, dude? While we wait, we're gonna play this game. Because it's now an option. And it looks like fun. And we can start watching the video as soon as there's some more people. You can see it in the bottom left right now. Has 92,000 points. Oh, that's crazy. Oh wait, no, that's just Kiwi straight up. Oh my god. And again, they were in there forever. I'm not playing with anyone, but alright, trying to. I got my thing up. Oh Jesus. I got the stream up on my phone. Holy crap. Damn boy. Okay, I suck at this. This is impossible. Possibly. There's like a Scott Coffin game right now. Jesus. Like those mini games that were in FNAF World. Stupid. Yeah. I have my computer up so I can just read chat that way. And we can start watching World Cup as soon as there's at least 3 people watching. So I don't wanna just kind of sit there. What's up, Lydia? How's the save unit for PSVR gaming? Not good so far. If I can get my either creator code going up, or the, or if I can start getting donations and stuff, then that would help. Because so far it's at, like, what, 60, but that's split between everything, so I can't redeem anything until they each are over 100. As soon as that happens, I can get VR. But yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get that. Oh god, this is gonna help with accuracy, I just realized. Actually, let's just watch it. Why not?
Oh my gosh!
Truly
I thought
punishing.
he was fine. Just kidding. Cosmic beamed out of midair.
That is so
Ouch.
rough. Don't forget the glider recoil has a slower glide time.
It does.
So it makes you way more vulnerable in the sky. You want to wait until right before you hit down on the ground and then deploy it.
Honestly, not even that. I think the play there was shadow bomb on the way down, prevent fall damage, and just rotate through. Instead, he went for the redeploy. Obviously, hindsight's always 20/20.
I was literally going to say that.
In the moment, that was the choice that he made. It ended up being not the right one, which is too bad. Back to the lobby. Actually, no more Q there. Q times are done. Don't forget that.
Right.
Shots. Sizzle goes down.
Yeah, it
finds one.
It's always easier for us to be like a little more critical because again, like we just have all of the information here in front of us.
Plus, we're the ultimate gamers, so.
I mean, I am not. You are for sure.
Everyone
not me.
knows that.
Everyone does know that. But yeah, sometimes we tend to be a little bit more critical, but you know, we mean it with, of course, the most love because we love Fortnite as much as the player.
Let me say this too. Anybody that listens in on commentary, if you hear us talk about your gameplay and we say something that may be perceived as negative, let me tell you with 100% without a doubt, you are better than me. Don't worry. That being said, I can see things that you can't right now. And because of that and my ability to commentate the game, I have the opportunity to say things about your mistakes. Sorry.
Wow,
don't worry. I hear it from a lot of people every time I mess up the stream. It's all good. 14 players left. Trick FN pushing forward. I did see the man, the myth, the legend, Yogurt Fart in this game as well, so you got to keep your eyes out for that. Big set of names potential.
The names.
What's up?
Here we go.
Yogurt Fart.
There you go.
Right now we're just watching the World Cup. We can go play the Derby game
We've been in top 15, right?
If
So
it
now we
starts
have
getting
another round of
boring.
placement points. This is where going from top 15 to top 5. That error margin much bigger. Benji going to pick up here by Trick.
If it takes way too long, then I'll stop.
Over on face Maxi. Wow, let's go, Trick.
Good set of eliminations there. Trick has a chance to keep this going a little bit longer if he wants to. Opts not to, but he is positioned against that mountain edge. Quick window edit and shots before that player can use the launch pad and try and get the heck out of there. Trick moving forward, going to box in and start the rotation. Still not in the safe zone.
Yeah.
Keep moving. You notice here saving materials just a little bit, not walling off because he knows he's on the ultimate low ground.
Oh no, Lupo, the side of the mountain. It's Father Mountain. Look, Trick has to go right now. Cadden is going to
do his crank 90s, brother.
Yeah, you just got to go up right now. And look,
actually, it's fine. Trick caught a player on rotation. Stretch is gone.
I feel like Trick's about to get screwed by the storm.
Where do we go from here? Where are we going
from
here?
We'll find out in 3 seconds. 6 players left. We're looking at the last possible rotation for a lot of people here. Player peeking down from above. Maybe a chance to take shots. We're going to the northwest. He's actually going to be fine. Big luck there for Trick. 6-3 builds. Sorry. Down to the last second shot.
Oh!
Colorful from the top 10.
There was also a launch pad. Did he get it?
He did not. But at this point, this late, probably not a big deal. 3 players left.
They should make it like how they have it in the World Cup, where you can see their guns, and then right beside it, you can see their material like that, because it looks super nice.
Says, Shiggy, you can wait on the ultimate high ground. I'm going to pick up this elimination, the HP and shield from that. Some materials. Trick down to 8.
Trick 1.
And that's that. Fall damage. You see that? Shiggy just jumped right on in.
He probably ran out of builds.
I like that setup. Like you can see your points,
that's what
material, and everything.
Better play there. But at the end of the day, he lands the ultimate trick shot.
Looks really nice, especially with the traps being able to see it.
Studio. Sundown, what you got for us, friend?
What I don't have is bad jokes like that because he didn't even fire a shot. So well done from Trick there to ride that one out. Good victory royale. I'm here with Monster D. We're going to take a look at some of the gameplay that happened in that last block real quick. Let me hop on up here and let's break these plays down.
Yeah, we got a lot going on here, and the player to look out for, E11 Graska. These E11 boys have been on a rampage, and we just want to highlight how much of a rampage these guys have been just going on. Graska in specific here, you'll see a nice string of elims kind of coming out of him using shadow bombs, just keeping it super technique and super textbook. And I just want to talk about his mentality because I follow him on social media. He is the type of player that wants to improve week after week, and that's what we've seen from his early placements around the 60th, and we've seen as high as 14th with his duo, Daxter. So they are just out of contention. Anyone in that upper top 20th kind of bracket as either a solo or a duo team have what it takes to kind of seal the deal here in these final moments. And this is just a solo competition. Take a look here. But remember, he's going to be another player to look out for next week as well. So keep your eyes on them as, again, just wrapping things up. You saw just a little bit of Trick in the previous game. He wrapped up the likes of him. And look at this. 50 points, right? Trick was in about 55. This win right here puts him back up. That's a 4-point swing. That puts him at about 54 last we saw. So Graska's in running. Now another look. Kez, same thing, same situation, same deal here. GA Kez putting on a show here, showing that the combat follow-up just swift. No time for hesitation. The reaction speeds are clean. The mechanical skill is here. So not just European players showing up here, Sundown. It's NA as well. NA East here making a big run throughout the evening here. And just super clean.
Super clean from Kez, indeed. Not just Europe who has put on a show. Every single one of our regions so far have been absurdly close. Like, we quite literally haven't seen a week like this so far. We are going to get back into the very final matches. NA East is so absurdly close. I cannot wait to see who takes away one of those last 6 spots. But we're going to go right on over back to Lupo and Zeke.
Thank you, Sundown. I appreciate you. And I do appreciate every region.
Use that code. Use
Europe,
my code.
NA East, NA West. Oceania,
This guy just
Asia,
needs more.
Brazil.
He's freaking
Y'all
good
some
if he's
gamers.
already down the
Keep that up. Don't change.
World Cup.
Right.
Jeez.
A lot of people working
And
like
East.
crazy to try and qualify for the Fortnite World Cup in New York City. Those finals are going to be insane, by the way. Look forward to that. And let me just say, too, going through this, I can't think of anything in my career
change the
thus far
titles
that
from World
I
Cup,
put
Fortnite,
more time and energy
World
into
Cup.
than casting Fortnite events. Like, the amount of dedication from everybody on the production team to go into this, I hope that we have all done what they would consider an excellent job thus far, because this has just been a blast, and I hope we're putting on we're representing the players that we have a chance to commentate over accurately. I hope they all feel the same way about what we've done thus far. 8 spades here on your screen, top middle there. Abe taking a chance to just pop a little bit of a mini. Got a metal tunnel underneath with another player down below. A quick stink toss, pressure being applied. These fly-ins there. Symphony top of your screen, but Baldy, player we've seen a number of times. The flintlock in hand.
Ooh. All right.
Epic AR and a rare combat shotgun.
This is the loadout you want.
Oh yeah, this is big value. Because he has 2 campfires, 6 minis. He's got the turret in case he gets ultimate high ground and he needs something to just connect back for 1,000 HP. It's a big value right there. Typically I say, very rarely do we see players utilize the, we'll say the pew-pew mechanic of the turret. Right there, shots. Right, goes down, a big pickup. First elimination for Baldy, 49 points. But yeah, the loadout is excellent right now. It kind of covers everything that he's going to need in any given moment right now. Poach from Liquid. Smack the bottom of your screen. A lot of players that have been in the top 10 multiple times popping up right now. Air cool, spades all the way at the ultimate high ground. 38 players remaining. We'll climb our way all the way back to the top. The launch pad out. Good rotation right now.
People are like joining
the
and
later
leaving.
you get
Like
into a
really
game,
confusing me.
the less value a launch pad has, because unless you're going to ramp up above and use it with horizontal trajectory, which don't get me wrong is very, very good. But if you're trying to go for verticality, which, by the way, a player lands in the same box, a quick trap, it's not going to go down, but Zlem still pays the price for trying to challenge spades for ultimate high ground. Might not be the last one either. Oh my gosh, the number of players flying around above is insane.
Holy crap.
Spades. Can he follow through?
I saw a game like that and everyone just up in this guy. It's clear this guy just joined in. I saw that. I literally just grabbed myself.
In the air,
That's terrifying.
Other players have to take shots at you as the storm
And the
starts
people
to close.
just doing their little tunnels.
Sharing the wall with another player, gotta be careful. A box up,
Even
keep on rolling.
scarier.
You could be cheeky with the launch pads too, utilizing that ramp to just give you like that forward momentum instead.
All right, I propose a challenge to anybody out there.
Ooh.
You set up a launch pad with the angle that shoots an opponent player into a box filled with your own traps. I will PayPal you $50 because that would be ridiculous.
There you
Imagine
go.
just whoosh, right in.
Like they go flying, they hold forward, and they're like, wait, that's a box.
Oh, dude, Spade's barely a little.
Barely made it in. 3 HP. He's got to stay just ahead of the storm.
Anyone could just breathe in his direction.
This is one of those moments where you're thinking, I need to find a spot that I can sit and watch for an elim. This might be the one. The campfire is what gives it away right now. Spade's deciding to push forward, rotate around on the bottom, a shot behind the corner edit. Not enough. Finds him down underneath.
Got it.
Big attempt from Spades. 3 seconds to squeak it in. 50 points right now for Spades. We're in the top 25 now. Hornet all the way in the ultimate high ground, it looks like. Took it with a baller, which you don't see too often. Kind of a risky play unless you have something like a shadow bomb, which Hornet does have. Drop it down, stand inside the safe zone. Takes a lot of ticks to the storm, and that's the time for a slurp.
Yeah.
Big value slurp.
Big value slurp, but don't forget, it does take quite a while. It's 1 HP a second. He's got a long time before he's back in fighting conditions. Someone does go for the high ground challenge.
We're just watching this right now. We have nothing else to do,
You
really.
can hear that.
Yeah. I think that's what the player. So this player above
if I had
Hornet
someone
knows
else
that Hornet's down
join us,
below.
they could just
But like
read
you said,
this
he
with
heard
me.
the glider
We'll
redeploy.
talk
It's a very
here.
distinct sound. So he's probably just trying to keep himself safe. Hornet's trying to get aggressive here. He wants this elimination.
I mean, you're out of ideas.
Big
Well,
play.
no, I just saw this live. I was
Good.
going
At
to
that
just
point, he was
literally
getting
play the
beat.
game,
He
but
was
then I
shot
saw
from
this
above.
was on
He was
the top
potentially
right.
challenging player
So I was
that
like,
he
hey,
was
let's
not
just
gonna be able
live
to
stream
beat.
this,
Player
dude. Why
behind
not?
gets caught in their own edit, goes for the pyramid play and can't
I was
get
gonna just
Hornet.
do normal
Instead,
game
Gal pays the price
like people.
themselves. Get up that first elimination.
What the heck?
14 players left.
The
From the top
Hornet
15
just
now for
like
that
lagged
second
out.
placement. Oh god, inside a box. Finds a player inside. CWV goes down. One more
Hornet
push.
is
Rotation on the outside. Poach in your feed eliminated as well.
Oh, there's players all around Lupo.
No,
right underneath another player. They're holding it down.
Do this kind of stuff without like
trying to
losing
reset the ramp underneath.
Maybe
Can't
customs?
get it 3 times.
I don't
Gonna have to
know
melee
because
their
last
way
time I
through.
did customs, not a lot of people
Very
watched
tense
it.
situation here. Smacked in your
I'm
feet.
trying to
Big
get like
Elim, we're down
more
to the top 9.
people.
Hornet on 36.
Oh my
86
God!
HP. 3 elims now
Like
for
do what
Hornet.
people like,
Big
not just what
reactive
one
shot
person wants. I
there
want to do what
to
more
stay
people
in
like.
this game. A chance for minis. Has 2 ARs. Not a big deal
I might
there.
be online there. Alright, bot.
Gonna come in
Gold.
big late game, looking for headshots.
I keep forgetting which one you are
because
because you changed your name.
Hornet pushing forward.
This
66
isn't going to
builds
be
left.
to
Severe.
get you
The
people.
ultimate
Yeah, I
high
know.
Players sandwiched
I
in
just
the
wanted
middle.
to watch
You hate
this
to see somebody
until
go
they stop
down
it
and not make
and
it to
don't
the
call
top
me
5,
Butter.
But here it is as the last set of placement points go out for everybody left alive. Severe, Shadow, Nick Cool, Midas, and Hornet.
Call me
the
Butter.
ultimate low ground. Trying to pop a med kit there. Going to be able to get it
Call
off.
me
Gonna have to push
Sam.
through this wall. But stay inside. Last
Hornet
second.
barely alive
That
right
might be enough. Coming in from underneath, you see Shadow in the ultimate high ground, popping those minis. There's a natural campfire. He could hit it real quick. He doesn't.
Okay.
No chance for a take, but he finds
And he
Shadow
got it.
and gets the elimination,
Nice.
the victory royale, and a cool little dance
Dude,
move to top
Hornet
it off.
is
Well played,
good.
Hornet.
Like
That's the dance I know
he
how to
was
do.
just kind of
sort
struggling
Bro,
a little
that
bit
was
earlier,
great.
and he
so
just
much
shoots through.
happened. Like
A lot
All
in the
right,
last
so
second.
I'm putting you in
like
timeout
technical
because
skill
I'm not
wise,
dealing with you, Tilly.
game sense wise, knowing how to like
All right, there we
get
go.
players to do what
Stop
you
it.
want them to do.
Hornet's heads up flick while rotating in the last second to stay alive
Yes.
was huge.
Against Smacked,
And-
that was insane. Literally jumped over his head,
Boom.
180 flicked him.
Made his way the rest of the way in. Well played there.
And you got to think too, that's going to affect Smack's potential
Exactly.
leaderboard setup,
Exactly.
right? Maybe that shuts him down, and maybe that could have been his last game. We don't know how that's going to affect the standings until we take a look later on. Don't forget, there's only the 6 spots here.
Listen, at least Golden
That was
Boy's
insane.
At least Golden Boy is not here to call him
Coming
smoke. That's all I'm
downstairs.
saying.
Wow.
JDW in your feed, picking off Complexity's Macwood. 46 players now. That's a very early elimination for the player from Complexity. Sentinel's Animals, 0 eliminations, 63 builds. Some minis, some Shadow. We're starting to see a trend. Let me just put this out there, and you let me know if you agree or not.
All right.
Consistency across the board for loadouts is typically combat shotgun, an AR of some sort,
Right.
1 or 2 mobility items, and a heal. And
Yes.
if it's not 2 mobility items, it's only 1. I would say potentially 2 heals, and then the last utility slot, you could, if it's not 2 heals, you could say is a heavy sniper or flintlock.
Yes. So
It's
typically
like
we're
every
seeing
single loadout.
pretty much exactly that. So it's either going to be 2, like let's say it's like a rift, some kind of mobility, 2 heals. Sometimes we
Annoying
see people,
sister
even
and
if
her friend
they're
just
lucky to
came
find along
down,
the game.
so,
We've seen people with like 6 half shields, right?
Oh, yeah.
2 whole slots dedicated to 3 half
they
shields
would do that.
apiece. And that's then you're like, oh, this guy just wants to fight the whole time.
I want to make a point
Dude, look
too,
at
so
the
that it's
map,
not
you can see, like,
misconstrued what I'm trying to say.
50
I'm not
people.
saying that,
No,
that
42
everyone
actually,
runs
just
the
guessing.
exact same thing all the time because it's the only thing to run. I'm saying people are running the same consistent
Jeez,
builds
dude.
because
42 people,
consistency
look at that
is
storm.
huge in a BR game. And if you
Where's
have a
him?
loadout
Yes,
that
I'm
is
Sam.
consistently
That's
showing
crazy.
top
I
performance,
just made that name up
players
like
are
a
going to
long time
favor
ago.
it.
I actually had
That's
no
something to take
channel.
note of if you're trying to step your own
Just like
game
that.
up. Maybe
Sam
you're not
watches
going to make
game.
this
I've only
World
heard
Cup,
of
but
Sam
I
watches
guarantee
game.
you there's going to be events from Epic
Actually,
for
I'm
Fortnite
on
in the
the
future.
game
This
right
this
now,
ain't the end.
mister. I'm gonna play this then. 5 seconds. Man, play games.
So you have players every single time, and this is at this point, y'all. If you have not accepted that that is Fortnite, you need to just accept that that's Fortnite. Now let's all finally settle and say yes. It is a evolution of meta constantly, which means the players are constantly being pushed to try and figure out how to play the next setup the best. And that's good. You want that.
on. Whoever's better than me, please stop it. Stupid, baby. You die. That is better.
This guy is really good at the one thing.
35 accuracy bull. I hit like every shot.
We want the jack of all trades players to shine because
He shot somebody all the way back. What happens if you get past the high score? I'm gonna try. Here's something like that because I'm not watching it really right now. I didn't even, what? Oh, that's the first death. I can just hold down the button myself. That's not gonna do it. So I can actually reach that.
There's so much. Like, on the surface, Fortnite may seem like, I guess, borderline one-dimensional kind of, but there's actually so much depth to the game. I mean, you say on the surface it seems that way. You've got building and shooting and strategic positioning. Yeah.
So if every phase is about 100 points, it's going to take me a while to get to the Durburger record. Peely, I think it was, or Jones. It was Peely or Jones. I just know that. Is it like unlimited or something? Does it? I did not shoot a guy with it. So you're like 10,000 per. Alright, if you guys are looking at the bottom left, it's a 1v1 1v1. 1v1 times 2. I shot for I'm picking my. I didn't mean to join them. Ah! I was trying to get the record and they screwed up by pressing the button. That's so stupid. Well, back at it, I guess. as if he really personally got this record for a reason. My action is so down with that. I'm just gonna end my stream actually.